Hey, good morning. Day 2 here on the Bass Tracker. And we got a few more things to do here. We've been working on the boat all yesterday. And we got some more work to do today. We want to take this Humminbird off and switch it over to our Humminbird Helix 7. We have our bow mounts on from yesterday. Not 100% in love with where they are, but it is what it is for right now. I have a feeling this unit's going to come off anyway. I think I'm going to be switching over to 9s, so they're kind of on for temporary purposes right now. Task at hand is take this off, get our Humminbird 7 mounted in, and very similar to my old fish finder, that pops out just like that. And let's get this off. This isn't exactly where I wanted to find myself this morning, but it is what it is. Come on, take a look. You can see here, here's the fuse panel, so that's really good. I'm just hoping I'm seeing a lot of zip ties. Sometimes people go a little nuts on zip ties, which makes it a little bit tough. Let's get our headlamp on and do some work. Here's our power wire, and I can feel this is our transducer wire, and it's making its way quickly down the edge of the boat. Trying to figure this out. Here, there we go. We push down on that. That pops out. Nice, like that. It's got where everything goes, so I like that too. One of the things I noticed with the trackers that I think is an upgrade is they made a track here which is removable, and I think that track that goes along the side of the boat here, all through here, should make life a lot easier when it comes to getting that transducer cable out. Could it just be 2? Well, they sure aren't making it easy to find these things. Problem is, you don't know how they may have wrapped it. Oh, we might get lucky here. But I don't want to get too excited here, because how I pull this through may dictate how I got to get it back out. So what we're going to do is, we have some string here. We're going to tie a knot to our transducer and pull through the old wiring, and with it we're going to bring some string here. Okay. Oh, I'm excited. I just found another screw. There we go. For some reason, there was a couple screws that were like super tight to where they really probably should have been. Oh, wow, that's actually going to leave a mark. Wow, that really hurt. Why can I not get it in there? I want to kind of leave the screws kind of where they are so I can find out. Here we go. Oh, this is going to make life so much easier. See, these are the kind of things I was worried about. They wrapped the wire up in here. Thank goodness it's something I can kind of reach. Be pretty tough to feed the wire through with this big knot of wires here. That should definitely have been under the dash. You don't want to put that in your line. That's really crazy. You can see here I'm pulling the line through, so that's going to make it really easy to feed that back through there. But that's kind of crazy, just ridiculous stuff. Here we have another point where they decided to wrap the wire behind another wire. And this makes things really difficult when it comes time to, you know, make the changes. Now that we have everything exposed, we can get the mount off the back. Yep. Perfect fit. All right, before we get too crazy tightening this up, we need to make sure we have the correct pitch. Let's snap that back in. I like to tip these up just a little bit. I feel like I get a better reading when they're flipped up a little. All right, I like to put lots of silicone on stuff. I think I said it in my last video. Silicone is your friend. Don't be shy. Lube that baby up. Okay. More weird wire wrapping situations. They just really tried to make this as hard as possible. Look at all these weird wire wraps they have here. Actually, we can cut that one. To get all new zip ties. Well, that was really pathetic. That wasn't really worth it, is it? Oh, they got this really just crazily. They just went to town wrapping this around as many things as they can. I'm not going to go crazy cutting more stuff. All right, let's get the transducer wire out. We have room here to run this one through. Like I said, they got it wrapped around. They got this thing wrapped around this wire. So basically, it's too bad for you if you try to get this out. All right, let me cut these. These are done now. This rope did a nice job of ensuring I can run it back through that one column without having to take it apart. Let's get this off. Just the crazy wrapping of this makes it so difficult for the next guy to want to put new hardware on it. And I get it, when you put your stuff on, you're thinking, oh, that's the last time I'm ever going to see that thing again. But not for me. Not for me. I'm always looking to upgrade and do things like that. Technology these days is growing so quickly that you don't know if the stuff you're putting in today may be stuff that you're like, can't wait to get out for the new thing tomorrow. Certainly not putting it back like this. Let me get the vacuum and we'll clean all this crap out of here, and we'll start running our wire. Just when you think the boat is pretty clean and you see the original color. So we're running into another issue here. Again, this is just the stuff that kind of aggravates you. As I'm trying to run my line in with the rope that I tied, looks like as I'm pulling it through, not getting very far. I'm gonna have to take this panel off. Really sucks. I didn't really want to have to do that, but I'm gonna have to figure out how that thing comes off. And I think there's a screw there I can't get to. When you're wiring these things, don't be a butthead. Don't be a butthead. You're just making it hard for the next guy, and the other guy's cursing you right now. He hates you. Oh, that really sucks. Oh, we may have just had a breakthrough. Let's get under there and see. Might have just had a breakthrough. We'll have to find out. All right. It's pretty tight. Come on, baby. Woohoo! We got it! It's here! Woo! I'm sorry about everything I said about you. I was able to get the wire in, And you're a great guy and you did a great job of the wire. Not really. All right, well, you may have noticed things have changed a little bit. We are now in the garage. It started raining pretty bad, so we had to rush it in the garage. We're back after it. We're gonna get this wiring done. So yeah, let's proceed. So I apologize if the lighting's not real good. As I said, we're now in the garage, so things have changed a little bit. So let's get this back in place. And this is kind of why I wanted to leave these screws in here, because I gotta be honest with you, I'm not sure I would be able to find those spots again. All right, so this left us a pretty big gaping hole here. First, I want to see if I can clean this off a little bit. It's been a lot to get this thing kind of like back to kind of clean. I've got some Simple Green on there. Simple Green works pretty good. Hopefully it'll get some of that grime off of here. You know, oddly, as I'm working on this, there's so many similarities to the old bass tracker that we worked on. Probably going to use a ram mount here. That's what we used on the previous boat. Going to be putting in a mount here. I was hoping I could utilize a couple of the holes. So we're going to do something like that. I want to make sure I go slow enough that I don't blow out the plastic on this. These are the kind of things you don't think about before you put it in there. Good. Let's get to the wiring in this underneath the dash. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. We're getting up close and personal now. Gonna put our ground over here. A couple of connectors on there. Hopefully you enjoyed the darkness and not the light in your eye. All right, so let's get some connectors on our GPS puck. So we got a GPS puck here and we need to wire this up. We had a lot of extra line there, so I took a lot off. Let's see if we can get some nice cuts here. We got the shrink wrap, we might as well do it. While we're waiting for that to cool, we can get our transducer wire in there. All the wiring's in. So let's see how we did. The moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Thank goodness. That took a brief second, didn't it? The transducer's not hooked up to anything. And actually, in a way, I'm kind of happy that I'm seeing this, because the front transducer was doing the same thing and we're not in the water. Got pretty much everything hooked up. We still got a lot of cleaning up to do on the boat. Going to be switching over our front seat over to a casting chair. I did fish on this boat one time. Absolutely comfortable boat. We were able to get 2 people on that console with no problem. It was really quite comfortable. 2 guys on the console, and we're both able to fish the front of the boat, which was kind of nice, instead of having one of the guys fishing the back of the wake. So it was nice. So I really enjoyed the boat. It's a 2012 Bass Tracker, not 190. And yeah, we're looking for some good videos to come and some big fish. So far, the other day we caught some Big Berthas. We caught some hogs in the logs. Pulled up a nice 4.5, maybe 5 pounder. And we got another 3.5 pounder later that day. It really, what a great start to the boat. So yeah, I'm gonna keep cleaning after it. And guys, I really appreciate you stopping by and taking a look at the boat. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.